Hey everyone, it's Dammit Chris from CTK, and this is my Irelia Champion Spotlight. Irelia is a strong top laner. She is classified as an assassin and strong brawler. She excels at diving the backline carries. Onto Irelia's counters. Lulu. Lulu is a very hard lane for Irelia due to her long-range poke, and she is very hard to catch due to her ult and whimsy. In this lane I recommend taking Doran's Shield or Flask and Pots for the sustain. Jax. Jax is a skill matchup where Irelia can win pre-6, but after 6 she needs to play it safe and wait for his stun to be down before going in. Best just to wait for your jungler to gank and farm out the lane by playing it safe. I recommend taking Doran's Blade, Shield, or Cloth Armor for this lane depending how you feel. Darius. Darius is a very big lane bully to Irelia, since he can freely spam his Q because of the low mana cost, and then at 6 Darius can all-in you with ult and ignite. In this lane I recommend rushing a Phage and a Giant Spell to counter his all-in combo. Other than that, you must play it safe and farm it out. I recommend taking Doran's Shield or Flask and Pots to sustain the Q damage. Elise has amazingly strong poke, along with the fact that you can't dive her due to her having a stun and repel, which allows her to be invulnerable in the air. For this matchup, you're going to want to focus on CS and trying to trade with her when she wastes Cocoon. In this lane, I recommend taking Doran's Shield or Flask and Pots to sustain her poke. Renekton. Renekton has crazy sustain and mad trade potential. This lane can be hell for Irelia if you get too greedy. It's best to play it safe and wait for jungle ganks. Starting items, I recommend going Doran's Blade because you can easily farm this out. Now on to her abilities. Her passive, Ionian, reduces the duration of crowd control for each nearby enemy champion present, capping up to 3 champions. Irelia's Q, Blade Surge, is a dash that resets the cooldown and refunds half the mana cost when it kills an enemy unit. Irelia's W, Heightened Style, is a life on hit passive that grants true damage and double the healing on active. Irelia's E, Equilibrium Strike, is a slow if the enemy has a lower health than she does, and it's a stun if they have higher health than Irelia has. Irelia's R, Transcendent Blades, summons 4 blades that you can cast with R, and they deal massive damage and heal on hit. For building Irelia, I like to go double Dorans, into Phage, into Sheen, then completing Triforce. Then usually I go into Bork, then Randuin's, or sometimes if I need more MR, Banshees. For boots, I would take Merc Treads or Ninja Tabby. The rest of the items you could go are all situational and what you feel you need. For runes, I take flat 80 Quints, flat 80 Marks with some attack speed for 5.1 attack speed. For yellows, I take flat Armor, and then for blues, I take Scaling MR. For masteries, I have 2 sets I take. One is defensive and one for hard lane matchups, and one is offensive for easy lane matchup. I would take the defensive one in matchups like Jax, Darius, or Elise. The offensive ones, I would take it in matchups like Udyr, Rengar, and Akali. In lane on Irelia, you want to focus on getting your last hits while still maintaining good harass. In lane, you can dash to a low health minion to get the reset on your Q, to dash to the enemy champion, to get your E slow to get some auto attack harass. That is a great way to zone your opponent off of CS. In lane, Irelia is very difficult to tower dive when she's low health because she can make a lot of great plays with her stun. In teamfights, it's all about how you position yourself because it's your main job is to go for the biggest threat on their team and then switch to a smaller target with either lower health so you can clean up a team fight and show what Irelia can truly do.